What's up, friends? Kenji back for another standard deck tech. This one is very different from anything we've seen before, I think. Anyway, this is Bant Party. This is a deck that went 7-1 in one of these untap.gg tournaments. Yeah, 7-1 in one of the Red Bull Untapped tournaments. And it's kind of interesting. I don't think it's anything like what we've seen before, at least what I've seen before. So, bunch of party creatures, if you remember that old mechanic. And yeah, basically just pretty straightforward. Bunch of creatures, some card draw, and a couple ways to counter. But I'm interested in seeing what this deck can do. So let's give the old Bant Party. I think they named it Bant Tempo. But Bant Party deck a shot. Currently sitting at what, Diamond 4, so we'll see how we do here. And as always, if you're enjoying the content, don't forget to like and subscribe. Appreciate y'all tuning in for the standard content of things. Pretty straightforward deck, though. If you looked at the sideboard, there is a land in it, the Shipwreck Marsh, and that's for a little bit of black, so that you can cast your or activate your Tazri ability. I'm gonna go ahead and keep this hand on the draw. Hopefully we can find a couple of other blue sources as we get Duressed turned 1 off of a blue-black land. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and lead with the Jaspera Sentinel. Third Masked Vandal, probably not what we wanted to find, but it is a changeling for the Archpriest of Iona, so that's a thing. As they're just going to immediately Infernal Grasp that. Okay. Well, tap land pass is what I'm going to be doing here, it looks like. Double Field of Ruin for the opponent. Sure. Kind of a strange hand. Normally you do this after the opponent draws and not on their upkeep. And that way you give them an extra chance to draw a land that they didn't already have. Because this doesn't matter since it puts it on the battlefield untapped for me. I guess we're hoping just to find another green or a white source so we can play 2 spells this turn. Nice. Alright. Let's go ahead and play this one of the Vandals out. They already know about it anyways. Gotta hope. Yep. Okay, sure. That's not a big deal. It says kicker of 3, so 5 mana I can draw an extra card basically. Oh, Linvala is pretty good. Alright, let's try to play out Linvala. Okay, go to combat for 2. Sure. And say go. Soul Shatter. Alright, make me sack Linvala. That's probably not a terrible draw. Again, we're going to play this out pre-combat so we get some extra damage in. Go Blink, make me discard 2 cards. That's fine. Go ahead and just discard both of the Masked Vandals. Ooh, that's gonna be pretty good too. Again, we're gonna run this out pre-combat to pump up our Archpriest. And now we have a party of 3, so we can Concerted Defense for 4 mana. We do have one more island left in the deck, so even though this kind of sucks, we can go ahead and fetch another island. Still hold up our defense. Got a Massacre or a Verdict in there. Divide by 0 the Paragon. Alright, I don't care about that. Sure, grab Science. Go back up to 12. I'm still gonna hit him for 4 next turn, put him to 8. Another land, not a terrible draw. Still just gonna play out the Paragon instead of playing out the Commando. Want to hold up this defense this turn. There's the Verdict, and we'll go ahead and just snap counter that one. And that should be game. Alright. Well, whatever works, I mean. Again, this deck went 7-1 in the Red Bull Untapped tournament, so it's got to have something going for it. Looks like we can probably cut quite a few cards here, though, versus blue-black. I think we definitely want the Rangers classes in. I think we definitely want the Spellbinders in. Not sure if we need Disdainful Stroke so much, but they're not terrible. Question is, what are we cutting? Guess we don't need the Vandals. Let's see, Linvala's still pretty good. Give my other creatures Hexproof or Indestructible. Seem alright. Don't think we need these Commandos. I mean, I probably don't need Tazri either. I think we still like the Spoils of Adventure versus them, though. Something like this seems fine. Good enough to me. Little Bant party action. Nice to see there's still innovation going on in Standard. Well, that hand is not a keep. Yeah, one more spell and I think would be good enough, but we're going to have to go down to 6 here. That's a decent looking 6. I'm going to keep all of the lands and then the 2 relevant spells. Threats anyways. Opponent went down to 5 cards. Did they have turn 1 Duress again? Okay, I mean, I did have a defense in my hand, but man, that's kind of unfortunate. I don't think Duress is particularly good versus this deck. Another way. That's not. This is not a good play. Seeing as I just drew another. I mean, they knew I had. Anyway, they knew I had what I had in my hand, right? And then I drew another, so kind of a bad Duress, but so be it. We're gonna lead off with Spellbinder here. That's fine. Still gonna probably nab something out of their hand because they missed a land drop. And yeah, I don't really care about the bounce. Let's make their 3-drop cost 5. Sure. It's a good draw. In fact, do I want to play Linvala or Ranger class now that I drew the Concerted Defense? Guess I'm okay running out Linvala. And I don't really care if they bounce her. I'd rather save defense for something more relevant. So we're just going to let the bounce happen and let them get their scry. Okay, that lands okay. Let's go green. Ranger class. And again, they're on the top deck, so I'm going to go ahead and just double spell here and not worry about holding up defense this turn. Sure. Not a bad draw, so we can level up the class. Attack in with both, and then play the Archpriest while still holding up defense. Then next turn we can level up the Ranger class all the way and still hold up the defense, so looking pretty good. Okay, they can animate their Hive. That's not a huge deal. They only need one more mana to activate their other one, though. Trespasser's going to transform here. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Leaving up green. And I think I'm happy just to hit him for 4 in the air. Another land, oof. Well, I mean, they can activate their Hive next turn, but looks pretty bad for them. Okay, we got another creature off the top. Nice. And another underneath that, pretty good. And once again, another underneath that. Then we're gonna draw spoils next turn, perfect. Oh, is this just lethal? This might even just be lethal. Yeah, I guess I just have lethal. Wait, what is... Oh, I see. The ward is targeting, or rather, Linvala is targeting their glutton since I have the full party, but we just get to kill him here. Full party gives us all, flying and +1/+1 because of the Archpriest, so I didn't even think about that. Guess it doesn't matter. That's pretty good. Alright. Could this deck be a real thing? Maybe. I mean, our opponent didn't really do much, so in that regard, we got lucky-ish, but who knows? Let's do it again. Let's go party. Bant party. Interesting. This is a lot of cards that you wouldn't really consider. But hey, that's how opportunities arise. Alright, when the die roll here, we're going to choose to play first. Pretty nice looking hand. Couple Jaspera Sentinels. And some other early plays following that. I think I'm probably just going to go Paragon into Jaspera Sentinel next turn and set up. Oh yeah, especially since we drew the spoils and have Tazri. That's going to give us a bunch of cheap spells, so we want to run out our mana sources while we can, like this. Like next turn we can play a 4/6 on turn 3. Don't really care about that. Wow, another spoils too. Hell, it might even be better to run at the spoils. Definitely gonna attack for 3 here though. And because we have the Jaspera Sentinels, it's going to be really easy to activate Tazri there. But I think I'm okay just passing and then using spoils to draw 3 cards, gain 3 life this turn. Oh, is it time for the Chariot? Might be. Oh, never mind. It's okay by me. Just a couple 2-drops. Sure. Couple classes. Alright. Oh, very nice. Very, very nice. So, what can we do here? Well, if I play Bears of Lit Yar, then I can also Tazri this turn, and then follow up with the Commando next turn, which will be full party attack for a lot, so that seems pretty nice. Actually, I can Linvala here instead too if I want. That might even be slightly better, huh? Oh, you know what? Whoopsies, I should have targeted their Sculptor of Winter. Turned off their Sculptor of Winter's ability. I kind of forgot that it's until my next turn. It's a slight mistake on my part, but it doesn't look like they have anything to do with the mana anyways. Holy smokes, this is actually going to be brutal for the opponent next turn when I play my Squad Commando. So we're going to turn that to a 4/4. Yeah, the Squad Commando is going to... So I'm going to be able to attack with all of those. Let's go Tazri first. Land. Commando. Get a bunch of 1/1s. And then all my creatures are going to gain +1/+0 and indestructible. Let's go ahead and turn off that Sculptor of Winter. And this is a huge smash. Holy moly. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. I'm liking this. I'm liking this a lot. Versus the green deck. Guess we just bring in the Vanquishes. Can cut some spoils, perhaps. Oh, actually, concerted well, the defenses can still counter Chariots, Ranger classes, any of the fight effects like Blizzard Brawl or Abundance. Might still be worth it to leave those in. Yeah, I think I'm just going to bring in the Vanquishes, not too many other sideboard options, and maybe just cut a couple spoils here. Yeah, this deck's kind of cool. I like it. We'll be on the draw here for game 2. Hand is pretty bad. I don't know if turn 3 Bears, turn 4 Tazri is good enough. Tazri's pretty big though. Okay, I mean, I guess I can probably try to keep this, although not a fantastic hand. Wow, if they don't have a turn 2 play, then that's really good for us. And we can just lead on one of these then. Drawing the second spoils wasn't great, but no, they can't play a 4/4 this turn. Although I guess that's kind of a 5/5. Right, Bears into Tazri is the game plan here. Bears into Tazri into spoils. Uh-oh, that's not good. See, now I'm gonna have nothing to do next turn if I don't draw a spell. So that might be good enough to kill me. That's a pretty sad squad commando, but I think I'm supposed to still just run it out. 3/3 with a 1/1 token attached. Could be worse. Okay, looks like they're gonna fight my commander. Probably activate their Faceless Haven here, I would think. Oh, maybe not. We're gonna go ahead and jump here for +6 life. Tazri's already a warrior, so we don't need that redundant one. And there's a good old chariot. This might be pretty good for us, though, that they already used 2 Blizzard Brawls. Like a 4/6 might just be big enough to get around them. Although, I guess they can go wide, is the issue. Well, let's hope they don't have an inscription, because it looks like they're activating their chariot. Oh yeah, they have the inscription, so we're probably just dead here. Good enough. Yep. Yeah, I kept a pretty slow hand and got punished. Kind of awkward drawing both my spoils, but I think this should be a decent matchup, it feels like. So, go to 3. Alright, we'll be on the play. This is a keeper, unfortunately. Turn 2 Masked Vandal and turn 3 Bears of Lit Yara means I have 2 4/4s on turn 4, and then I get to kill any of their creatures, basically. So. Shapeshifter into Shapeshifter, I think, is too good to pass up. This is what you could do in Limited, too. It was pretty funny. Go Masked Vandal into Bears of Lit Yara. Oh boy, looks like they might have a chariot. Yeah, turn 3 chariot for the opponents. Okay. Let's turn both of these into 4/4s. And then, I guess... Oh, I messed up here. I could have been attacking for 5. That was a big mistake. If I had played Bears plus Archpriest first, we would have actually turned one of our attacker into a 5-power flyer. Ah, man, I messed up bad. We would have just been able to race them very easily. Okay, another Sculptor's fine. Pack Leader's okay. No, they don't have any tokens. Oh, they have a Brawl? No, they have a... Death Toucher. Alright. Sure. That's a fantastic hit. Alright, so... Yeah, we'll order it to where we turn this into a 4/4. Oh, wait. No, 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 no. Did I do the wrong one? I did the wrong one. Oh my gosh, I should have been able to kill their pack leader for free here. I thought it was asking me which one did I... Alright, well, that was my fault. Okay, well, I just punted huge. This should have been a very easy win, and I just threw it away. That's embarrassing. Wow. Oh, stack the triggers wrong. I did it... Well, no, I stacked the triggers correctly. I just choose the wrong creature. Because I wanted my creature to turn into a 4/4 first. Then both of the 4-power creatures would have dealt damage. But that's pretty yikes. So, pack leader should be dead. I would have attacked them for another 5 points of damage. They would have almost been dead next turn, because they would have been at 10 right now. Holy smokes. That's really bad. I think I just have to eat here, take the 5, and hope to draw another party member. Alright, so now we do it correctly. We choose their pack leader, and it dies. But yeah, this should have been a very easy win. Again, they might have been close to dead already this turn. If not this turn, next turn. So, user error. But this was a good game for us, or it would have been. I can animate the lair of the Hydra here. And then sacrifice Linvala to give all my creatures indestructible, so that's going to be good. Yeah, this is not still that bad for us. So I can make it a 4. So we go eat, 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 take 4. Oh, I messed up again! Oh no, because I have to... I needed to swap... Wow, I am playing really badly. Their Faceless Haven should be dead here. I needed to put the... Alright, well, we're learning. That's all that matters. But they still... Now they're left with a Faceless Haven that shouldn't be there. Another big mistake by me. This is fine, though. I'll probably trade off my Archpriest of Iona this time. Counter, target spell unless it pays 1 plus an additional 1 for each creature in your party. So I have 2 party members, so they'd have to pay 3, so that fight's gonna go through. Yep. Yeah, this was a very easy game that I just threw away. Good beats. Take 9, go to 2. Alright, well, that was good. That was a good learning experience, if nothing else. That's important. But yeah, so the first time around, I needed to play out my creatures pre-combat. That would have given my Archpriest the activation. I can swing in for 5 in the air, and then that's a very easy game from there. How easy would it have been if I killed their Faceless Haven at that secondary point? Might still not have been easy, because they had such a swarm of 2/2s, but... Alright, we'll be on the play here. Not quite. One more land and this would be a snap keep, but we'll go down to 6. And actually, that's a pretty good looking 6. We'll pitch this pathway. We can go turn 1. Yeah, turn 1 white. Archpriest. Then we can decide if we want to play Beach plus second Archpriest, or if we want to play Paragon on 2. Looks like we're playing against another mono green snow. Another land wasn't great. But do I want to wait until turn 5 to kick this? Or do I want to just try to beat down? I think we want to just try to beat down as quickly as possible. That's fine. 1-1's not a big deal. Fantastic draw for us as well. Alright, we'll slam out the Linvala. Attacking for 6. And if we can find any additional party member from the one that we already have, yeah, we're gonna let that resolve. Oh, do they have double Blizzard Brawl? Wow. Okay. Well, not much I can do about that. That's another fine draw, because that's a rogue, so that's going to give us another power again. Back for 2. We want to play out our lands since we have all the Spoils of Adventure in the deck. Yeah, we just gotta pass. Need to find a Spoils or a runner, what do you call them? Party members. Can't counter that, unfortunately. Oh, man. Gonna go ahead and soak up 5 damage here. Don't want to block with a Sentinel. Oh, the second considered a defense. Too classic. Ah! Feels bad. Alright, let's just bring in 2 Vanquishes and cut 2 defenses on the play. Yep, let's go. Frustrating. Should have easily won that previous match. And then that double considered defense that last game was hilarious. I think this deck might actually be legitimate though. Like, it does some stuff. And as long as you don't make some atrocious errors like I was, I think it definitely has some legs to stand on. It's a good hand. Jaspera Sentinel starts are so nice. That's been true of Standard for quite a while now, but... yeah, we're gonna go play turn 2 Paragon, turn 3 oh, so many Sentinels. We still just go like this, though. Cobra, yeah. So how do we want to play this? If I play Bears, I cannot play Tazri, I'll be a mana short. Could just play out the Tazri. Tazri. Another Sentinel. Say go. And then Linvala is going to give us the last. I don't really care if they fight one of my creatures at this point. That means they're not developing out their board then. Sure, they're just gonna run out the chariot, that's fine. So we can actually Linvala to turn off the chariot. Oh, they're willing to trade. Okay. I am actually happy to do so as well. Alright, chariot is turned off. And we've got a plan. Now, we're assuming they do have at least one punch in their hand. But hell, we can even start activating Tazri if we want to. Yep. They still can't activate Chariot this turn, because it's turned off until my next turn. Sure. Another Linval is a pretty nice draw. Blue, green, red, black. Yeah, I could just activate Tazri too, but I think we just want to run out another Linvala here. Once again, turn off the Chariot. Okay, another Cobra. Tap land, sure. Ranger's class is a good one, but it's a little bit slow. Alright, so now we're gonna go play land. We're gonna attack for 3 in the air after turning off their chariot again. I could also have turned off their Ranger's class if I wanted, so that they couldn't activate it. If I play this out, I won't actually be able to activate Tazri here, so I think we just pass the turn, holding up Tazri activation with a 4/6 blocker. I guess it was probably more correct to turn off the Ranger class last turn instead of their Chariot, since the Chariot doesn't attack into my Tazri. Although I guess that's a little bit moot now that they have 2 anyway. Tazri's probably going to draw us a bunch of cards here. Oh, wow, it only hit 1 creature. Alright. Fair enough. Yeah, let's turn off the other Ranger class so that they can't level up again. Attack for 3 in the air. And then I can do blue, black, green, red, so we tap like this. Play the Bears of Lit Yara. And then we can still hold up Tazri activation. Need to find some of our Archpriests. As soon as we find an Archpriest, they're just going to die, basically. They're going to attack. Alright. Come at me. Sure. So they can pump it up into a 6/4. I guess I just take it. Not a huge deal. And we don't want to lose any of our creatures, nor do we want to sacrifice Linvala for it. Not even activating one of their other ranger class means they probably have the fight effect. Ooh, squad commando and a masked vandal. Very nice. Right, so we're going to turn that into a 4/4. Let's play out the vandal first so that they can't take away my party. Let's kill the ranger class that's already ticked up. And then commando, yeah, we just wreck them. Alright. Just don't make mistakes, streamer, and you can win. Might want to cut some spoils on the draw versus green. Journey to Oblivion seems like it could be good. Cut 2 of the spoils. Let's go to game 3. Yeah, this deck actually has a lot of play to it. So, pretty important to, well, 1, know what your cards do. And 2, make sure you don't, you lose party. Don't lose party, rather. Ugh, another one of those really slow opening hands. Can I keep this with nothing to do on turn 1 or 2? It's pretty brutal. It's a good hand. But I'm not sure how smart it is to keep a hand like this. Last time I kept a hand like this, I regretted it, so let's try to mulligan down to a 1-lander. Alright, well. Pitch both of the concerted defenses, hope I draw an untapped land. So we're gonna go turn 2 Jaspera Sentinel. Need to find an untapped blue source next turn, ideally. Okay, that might work. Yeah, Masked Vandal into Bears of Lit Yara could save us. Nice draw here for the opponent, though. We're going to be taking a lot of damage this turn. So take 7, they get to draw a card. They play like Chariot. Call it quits. Pretty good. Alright, so this turns into a 4/4, that turns into a 4/4. Let's go Sentinel plus second Bears. And then next turn, Squad Commander hopefully stabilizes us. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. That's not fine. If they have another punch, we're just dead, but... They do? Wow, what a hand. Alright, good beats. Yeah, their draw was like ideal on the play, and I mulligan to 5. Yikes. GG's there. I'm gonna give it one more shot, because I think this deck is good. Or at least Should be okay versus mono green. I simply punted the first round. And then that second one was kind of unfortunate. One more try. But like I said, this deck went 7-1 in the Red Bull Untapped tournament, so I'm sure the person playing it knew what they were doing a little bit better than I am, but... Alright, on the play. One lander with 2 sentinels and 2 defenses. Oh, nope, gotta ship that. Oh, okay, well. The hands haven't been on my side here particularly. I'm gonna pitch the spoils. And probably the commander. Keep 2 and 3 and hope that's good enough. Evolving Wilds. You don't see Evolving Wilds very often these days. Huh. I guess I'm gonna wait off on playing the Vandal then, since we drew Sentinel. That's mono green again. Alright, we're gonna get another chance to beat it. This was another mulligan to 5 though, wasn't it? Sure. Cobra land into another 2-drop maybe. Oh, nope, looks like they have the fight. Oh, Blizzard Brawl has been wrecking us. Might as well sack just Linvala to give our Sentinel indestructible so we can block. Well, could have used that last turn. I guess since we have an additional one, we're going to go ahead and run this out and just pass. Blessing of Frost. That's a counter. Otherwise, they get a bunch of counters and they get to draw 2 cards. What are you gonna do here, OP? Seems correct. Paragon. Cannot kick it. Well, I guess I just attack for 1? I don't even think I attack. Can I win if I play this out unkicked? I probably need to wait, huh? Just too far behind on resources on a mulligan to 5. Oh, another Blessing of Frost. Alright, 4 1/1 counters. And they get to draw 2 cards if they put 2 counters on the Cobra, which they did. And then they're going to attack for 9 and draw another card off of Pack Leader. Yeah. That's good enough to scoop. Alright. Well, running a little bit poorly here in these last two matches, but again, I think this is an okay matchup, though. I simply just straight up punted the first one, then lost the last two. We're gonna do this. Okay, hand is fine. It's slow. I don't have a turn 1 Sentinel because of these lands, but it's fine to keep. We've got a reset button, we've got a card draw spell here, so... There's a lot of Sentinels. They do seem to run in pairs, or groups anyway. Sculptor. We're gonna go Sentinel. I guess I'm gonna run out the Vandal to make my spoils cheaper. Not to make my Vanquish cheaper, although that is another part of it. Alright, looks like they have probably a Chariot here, but remember, you need a creature in your graveyard for Vandal to actually... Oh. They messed up there, didn't they? They floated and then passed through. Slightly awkward. As I was saying, though, you need a creature in your graveyard to actually exile anything. Okay. Alright, well, I don't think we're running out this Masked Vandal, so let's just pass. Tazri's going to start doing work here since we have 3 Sentinels to give us some extra mana for that. There's that Blessing of Frost again. Alright, so they're going to make 2 4/4s and draw 2 cards? Sure. I don't think we're going to chump. I'll go ahead and take 8. Another Tazri. And we can attack with 1 here. Wait, did I was supposed to play that on a different color. I can't actually activate Tazri, can I? Green. 1, 2, 3. Wait, yes I can. Green, blue. Oh no, I don't have 3 creatures. What am I doing? Man. I should have been able to activate Tazri here. Alright, another mistake. You either needed to play this on blue, which I don't think we did want to do, but I should have played it on green first, and then tapped different lands. And then I'd be able to activate the Tazri and look for some more creatures. Yeah, sequencing very important in this deck. That wasn't already clear. There's a Chariot finally, although I don't have a creature in the yard yet. But 4/6 still pretty good here. I think I'm just gonna land pass. Because I'm gonna have to tap a bunch of my creatures to activate Tazri, so let's leave them back as blockers for now. Right now we have a good board stabilization in Vanquish into Vandal. Okay, another creature's fine. We might pull the trigger here soon enough on the Vanquish. And, I mean, the combo here is that if we find our Linvala, we can give all of our creatures indestructible. And then Vanquish for just the immediate win. There she is. Okay. It's on blue now. So we're gonna go to combat. Turn off their chariot for a turn. Attack for 4. And I would say this turn is going to be pretty darn successful. That's fine, because remember, we're going to be sacking our Linvala here anyways. We're going to give him indestructible. I'm going to cast Vanquish. Clear their board of their 5 creatures. And I guess I might as well Vandal their chariot now. Even though it's already turned off from the Linvala. Pretty good though. Pretty good. Okay, red and 7. They can make a 7/7. It's not a huge deal. Sure. Ooh, 2 mana, draw 3? Don't mind if I do. Nice. Found ourselves another Linvala, so we can turn off their 7/7. Also get the Archpriest activation going here. So we're going to turn off that. Pump up one of the Vandals. This can kill the Wren. The rest can go to face.
The heat has become unbearable.
Turn Timber Symbiosis. Well, pretty sure they're still just dead on board here. Yeah. So just go to combat, turn off whatever. Doesn't matter, and then just attack with everything. Okay. Let's not mulligan. Let's play correctly. Doing both of those things is what's hard. Especially playing correctly part. Because apparently I don't know how to do that. I like this deck though. Without player air, I think this deck has some good play to it. We have played against a lot of mono green though. This is what, our 3rd or 4th mono green match now. So there's the mulligan start already. Alright, but here's the turn 2 Vandal, turn 3 Bears. So this is pretty good. Looks like our opponent also took a mulligan. Turn 2 Pack Leader, yep. hopefully my curve is good enough. Evolving Wilds means they cannot play one of their fat 3-drops at least this turn. They're just gonna foretell a card. Alright, I'm okay with this. I mean, and even if they kill one of my creatures, I'm still gonna play Tazri out next turn. They would have to kill both these creatures to not fight against Tazri. It is really bad if they do have fight. One fight I'm okay with. Two would be really, really unfortunate. Yep, no blocks. The Battle Mammoth! Oh wow, okay. Well, both of these are going to turn into 4/4s. And I'm going to play a 4/6, so... Your move, OP. So remember, the final chapter on bears is all of my 4-power creatures are going to deal their damage to any creature. Okay, 2 cards left in their hands. Hopefully this is just like a chariot or something. Something inconsequential. Okay, well, they only get 2 1/1 counters here, so that's not the worst. They can still draw 2 cards, but... They're also tapped out now, so we know there aren't any tricks coming. Yeah, so they're not even going to have very good attacks. Even if they put both counters on their Battle Mammoth, I could just double block with Tazri and one of the 4/4s. And they would only get to kill Tazri. But they're kind of priced into putting one of their counters on the pack leader just so they can draw an extra card. Okay, they're going to go both pack leader. They're going to attack with both. If they do this, we just get to double block the Mammoth, bounce off of the pack leader. Mammoth trades with one of my creatures, and then now, since they lost their Battle Mammoth, we can just punch the pack leader with both of our creatures, and they don't even get to draw an extra card. Yeah. Woof, okay. That worked out nicely. Yeah, I think this deck is actually pretty good. I made a bunch of mistakes. One of them was match losing. We had some unfortunate mulligans and stuff, but this deck, again, is something unique to try out if you haven't already. Bant Party, or Bant Tempo is what it's called. Again, deck list will be in the description if you guys want to check this out, but this is kind of a cool take on Standard, something that we haven't seen before. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and we'll see you guys back next time.